drink in probably over a month.
That's a great transition.
And I haven't had anything.
I've drank all weekend. I didn't drink so far today. Gonna drink tonight. Post podcast drink. Maybe cocktails and board games. And I didn't drink yesterday, but all weekend I did. But it's not to the point of being drunk. I think the most I got was I felt good at one point, which is say
what happened? What happened between you and me? I'm the one who's supposed to be like sleep hammered every night.
What else are you gonna do right now? Honestly,
I play Warzone for about 5 hours at night, and then I go to bed.
I did that. I've been playing again. Like I said a couple podcasts ago, I'm still playing MLB. That's kind of the game I've still been playing at the moment. But outside of that, it's still the nursing home over here. So between Art and Crash Hour and board games, it's whenever you're doing one of those things, I need a drink.
Yeah, for me, I don't drink by myself. Like whatever that's. So I don't. There's no point for me.
I guess that's how it's different between you and me. I have obviously my family here. If you're by yourself, so it's a little different kind of situation. So when I'm drinking with them as well. So it's not just me drinking. Even though the other day I was prepared to drink by myself, but my brother did come in because his thing is I can't let you drink by yourself.
It's a great motto. It's a great support system.
Yes.
Like I'm waiting for that moment
but
when
I don't,
the quarantine is lifted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting for the moment the quarantine is lifted, and I'm gonna just throw a rager. Or my friend's gonna throw a rager. We're going to North Carolina. I'm gonna throw a rager. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something fun.
There you go. Our pool opens in a month, so
it's not gonna be. It's gonna be another.
It's scheduled to at least.
I mean, it's not happening. We're gonna be here till May, late May, mid-June, I say.
Oh, I know.
Max. But yeah, it's like, what's your choice of drink right now, Val? Since you I know your family has all these bottles and everything. Your choice of drink.
I just do simple, just because I'm not a bartender, obviously, and I'm too lazy to look up how to make some kind of drink. So, I've gone, for the most part, I've gone whiskey. I've either just kind of done like a Jack and Coke, some whiskey and a soda kind of thing. The last time I drank, I switched it up. I went with Captain.
Oh.
Yeah.
I used to be my choice of drink.
What I've really noticed in this time is that Jameson goes really well with Dr. Pepper.
Really? So here's the thing. That's what I've also been thinking. I was like, I want to drink I have a full bottle of Jameson unopened.
I just want to start drinking empty, it. So I have to save it. So.
Yeah, I have a full bottle. And I have like a half a bottle of Maker's Mark. Mm-hmm. That's all I got. That's all I have.
We're almost done our Maker's Mark too.
You guys drink nice. See, but here's the difference. All I want is just beer. I don't want liquor. I want beer. I want like a Bud Light. Mm-hmm. That's all I want. Or a Yuengling. I don't want this hard liquor in my stuff. Like, I don't drink hard liquor for like just to like drink. I drink it when I go out. I drink it to go out.
Right.
That's the difference. I want a nice cold beer in my hand, or like I don't know. It's just different. Mm-hmm. Also, it's getting really nice outside lately. I love it.
Oh yeah, today it's been pretty nice out.
Yesterday was like in the 60s. Today it was in the low 60s. It's been gorgeous, fantastic weather.
And I've worked both days, so I haven't been able to really enjoy them.
Well, yeah, like I said yesterday, I didn't leave my bed, so I saw it was nice outside, and that was it. I was like, "Oh, it looks nice outside." Hop back in bed.
After you were saying last podcast that you liked that was kind of shitty out because if it was nice out,
now, exactly. And now I'm stuck inside, but I'm also stuck inside because since we're gonna be inside for the like unforeseeable future, and I'm also bored out of my mind. I started online classes. Mm-hmm. So like, I actually have an online class starting in like a week. It's for the hospitality certificate.
Oh, yeah.
But I also just started a financial markets course from Yale University.
Really?
Yes, I started a financial markets. It's actually really interesting. I actually like it a lot. It's very interesting. I have passed all my exams so far, so props to me for that, surprisingly. They are hard, actually. The
Mm-hmm.
first one was easy. The second one was hard. The third one I was like, holy shit. And the fourth one, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Here's the
I looked
kicker.
at the fourth one. I was like,
Have you
oh
looked up the
God.
answers?
No, I
Or
have
are
not.
you okay? You've been a good
I've
boy.
watched all the videos. I wrote notes. I have like 7 pages of notes, just trying to keep up with it. It's hard, but it's actually really interesting. It's really
Yeah.
it's time consuming, which is nice. So I try to spend about an hour or two a day on it.
When you started that?
Sometime mid last week.
Oh, okay. So you're
So
like a
it
week
wasn't
into it?
hard.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm a week into it. So I just finished my first week. Today's the second week I'm starting it. I have like 2-3 lessons due by it also give you a week to do it. So it's like everything is due on Sunday at 11:59 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty fun. It's free.
Yeah, there you go.
Get
You
to
can't
learn a
beat
little
that.
bit, but a little bit to learn about like the
Finance,
marketing,
Yeah.
finance marketing field. Well, not the marketing field. I should say the markets. So like the
Yeah.
S&P and
Yeah, all that.
the stock market and the bonds and how things are going.
They're not going
That's
well.
really interesting to read. No, they're not going well. This is also beforehand. This is like dated back. So it's not including all this downturn and like horrific events,
Mm-hmm.
thankfully. If it was talking about recent events, oh my God.
Yeah.
We'd be having a totally different conversation than 2011
Mm-hmm.
when things were doing decently well.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's kind of just like, that's what I'm doing. It's actually really interesting.
Mm-hmm. But that's one thing I have noticed. What I've been doing here is that I'm doing stuff I've obviously wouldn't really be doing as much if I wasn't under quarantining. Obviously, the one being playing board games and even drawing. We got sketch pencils, and I actually was kind of excited about pencils. Pencils. But
See,
like
my family wants to do board games too,
but
but
like
via
what
FaceTime.
we've done it like every once in a blue moon before this whole kind of virus and quarantining and everything started. Like we've always either done some like kind of card game, dominoes kind of game, kind of, or even like a board game here or there. But since we're under quarantining, it's been multiple times a week we've done it. And when we do it, we're like,
Yes.
why not drink? Like,
Mm-hmm.
have a
Can't
beer,
really do much.
have, and if you're not working, if you're not doing anything in the morning, what's, that you're not really having to wake up early for really anything. So, and also,
Honestly,
obviously, I
yeah.
wouldn't have been drawing as much if I've been drawing either. So that's why
That's like
I
nuts.
bring this up to it because I was going to ask you. I was going to ask Jeff this too because I was thinking this today at work because that's literally all I do at work is when I'm doing nothing, just think of either stuff on the podcast or just my mind just goes crazy like it does here as I've got nothing else to do. But have you
Yeah.
noticed you doing anything more that you do now that you wouldn't necessarily do any other time where you weren't?
I wouldn't voluntarily sign up for a college class from Yale. First off,
Well, yeah, obviously.
I don't. Surprisingly, I don't play many. So in college, I brought my PS3 with me.
Mm-hmm.
I never play. I played it maybe once in a blue moon.
Okay.
Like I played it surprisingly and horribly. I played it most when I had a concussion and I couldn't go to class.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had I got my like 6th concussion. I wasn't allowed to go to class or whatever for like
Yeah.
2 days. So I only missed I didn't miss much. So I wasn't supposed to go to class.
Yeah.
So I played video games, which is horrible for your head and your eyes when you have a concussion.
Yeah.
Especially when you're 6. Probably been brain dead by then.
Yeah.
I don't play video games that much.
Yeah, you're really not much. Usually it's like we've mentioned a couple podcasts ago when we were kind of talking video games, is that whenever you're doing it's when you're with someone else. When we're at Jeff's, we're at your place, my place, it's either Halo, Madden, NCAA.
FIFA. Yeah, I will only play video games really when I'm with other people. But since I have nothing to do, since I have nothing to do now, and at this point in time, it's now an outlet to talk to people.
Yeah,
I'm playing 5+ hours a day because I get to talk to people like my friends who I play with, and it's something to do.
Oh yeah, I was the same.
That's about it.
Same way in college. I brought up my 360 all 4 years, and I maybe played it twice. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
I
just
don't
didn't
know.
play it.
I decided to play it. I'm like, okay, I'm bored. I play for like 10, 15, 20 minutes. Like, okay, I'm bored now.
Like I'd rather go hang out with my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather I would really weirdly I would love going to the library to do homework with my friends.
Right, because you're with
Like I
other
love
people.
that.
Yeah.
Like there'd be like 10 of us and we'd all roll into the library, grab a big study room, and we'd be there all day.
Yeah.
We'd all get we get a lot of work done. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I find myself doing a lot more now is playing video games
Mm-hmm.
because, and that's about it. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I'm also my phone. My phone went up 28% though.
Really?
Yeah, I use it a lot more. Or what? It was like 8%. It had 8 in it. I'm not sure. It was like 28, 18, 8%. I don't know. But it went up a lot since last week and the week before and the week before.
Yeah.
And when it was like when I was working, it was kind of like, oh, you're down like 10%, and then it was like, oh, you were up 20%. And I was like, yeah, well, I went from working 40 plus hours to now not working at all.
Yeah. Trying to keep yourself entertained.
So like I'll sit on YouTube for a solid like 7 hours a day.
Oh yeah.
But that's the thing, like that's what I did that I went at night.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say probably playing video games is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I do now. What about you?
That's
Besides like the puzzles and like the games.
Honestly, it's this podcast. It's something to do. I don't know how much it would really help build my resume or whatever. But I'm like, okay, it's something out there. It's giving me something to do. And now that we were thinking of doing it this way, of having this come out one day, it's like, okay. And I figured doing this podcast now and like say the hockey podcast, have those trickle out later in the week, just give their own podcast room to breathe on their own. No overlapping.
Gotcha.
That's the one thing I didn't really want. And then in between that, I just kind of rewatched the Zoom videos and just, okay, which topics we talked about I kind of enjoyed, what I liked, and then have those go on YouTube. Do little clips here and there. Gotcha. And then obviously post the whole thing on YouTube as well. They're like, okay, gotcha. So then last week I kind of had a little plan. Like Tuesday we did the podcast. Wednesday, Thursday. I think Wednesday, Thursday that's not true actually. Wednesday had a video come out. Thursday I did nothing. No, sorry, that's not true either.
Do you know what's happening in your life?
No. All my days kind of bleed together. So I'm trying to remember back. So Wednesday I had the first video come out where we're talking about childhood, kind of reliving stories. Yeah. Thursday I had our stories, our for number 5 of the hockey podcast. Friday had nothing. Friday didn't put anything out there. I figured day of nothing. Yeah. I can relax some. There's nothing that really has to be that important that comes out. Then Saturday I did the second video. And I actually edited the video Friday night just because I had to work the next morning and I knew I wasn't going to be able to publish it, and I didn't really want to wait too late to publish it, so I just edited it quickly and then just had it scheduled to come out on Saturday. So that came out Saturday, then took Sunday, Monday, and up to today of nothing. So that's kind of how my last week went. I don't know if I'm going to keep that schedule, if I'm going to change it here or there, but that just kind of, I need something to do. It was something to do. Yeah, that's nice that you at least be able to like put a lot of, and now things are kind of calmed down, of not going anywhere, that you can put yourself into this process, and even this little bit even when I didn't do anything, like yesterday I didn't do anything, but I'm like, you know what, I went under Twitter, just did a random plug for a Twitter page. I'm like, if you're bored while in quarantining life and it's running out of shows to watch on Netflix or whatever, check out a YouTube page. It's something new.
Yeah, definitely. I know that's one thing. I know, like, we're just trying to find things to do, and whatever it may be, productive, non-productive, whatever gets your mind off of being inside for 24 hours.
Exactly.
I've been watching a lot of rugby videos, like a lot of my previous games, a lot of opponents who I might play in the future, whenever that may be. I'll watch a lot of professionals play. So a lot of professional games, just kind of like watch film
Yeah.
for like
I think
an hour a day or something like that. I'll watch.
I think as this whole kind of shutdown continues or whatever, I don't know. Obviously, don't know how long it's going to last. I think I'm going to try to get back into the writing game. I don't know what.
Okay.
That's my kind of conundrum at the moment, but that's kind of my next kind of thinking if I need something to
Yeah.
do. Even if it's just jumble stuff, I just start writing and see what happens.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do a lot of stuff like that because there's not much to talk about.
Exactly. That's the only thing.
Unless you choose like a specific, like you can always do sports.
Oh yeah,
You can
definitely.
always do sports, but like lifestyle wise, there's not much going on because of this whole like shutdown.
Yeah.
And it gets repetitive talking
only
about the
thing
coronavirus.
It is. The only thing you can really talk about is like your own kind of way of dealing with it or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, so I mean, I think sports would be a great idea
Mm-hmm.
because that's always revolving around like Kobe Bryant just got placed in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we knew that was going to happen though. Like I wasn't surprised, but it was nice to see it officially happen.
Yeah.
Or like I saw on social media today, draft 2007, 2011 is just riddled with like future Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
Julio Jones, J.J. Watt, Sherman, all those guys. I'm like, dang, like Cam Newton 2011, like dang, that's a class.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to follow up on sports as much as I can. Watch videos, read some articles,
do
just because
whatever.
I'm bleeding without the sports.
Yep.
I'm dying out here. I need to watch. I need to get my fix.